Hello everyone, welcome to the Ahdurin region. I am your host Ahdurin himself, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X, already in progress. I was about to say Legends Arceus, even though that game has been completed for quite a while. We have reached Parfum Palace, that's this giant building right here. But before we go inside, I do want to explore all of these various routes on the outside here, 'cause that's certainly intriguing to me. Route 6, Palace Lane. It looks like a doubles battle. I'm going to avoid that real quick. I don't want to do any battles yet. I just want to explore the various different routes. So that has that. There's something else over here. I think this is probably the other side of the route. Yep, sure enough. It is here. Can you walk in? You can. So you got grass. An antidote. Cool, cool. I don't want to go too far into this. You know what? Just for who's in front? Pavilion should be in front, right? Just in case. Also, poison is not causing damage. I was wondering about that in the previous episode. It's a TM or something? Tall grass is taller than I am. You're telling me there's Pokemon looking in here? Oh. I thought that was an item. Instead, it's an individual. Backpacker Jerome. With a flashlight. Okay. Very, very bad choice for my bug flying type. Is a fire flying type. Yeah, how about no? Let's bring in a water guy. Going for agility. I mean, one water pulse is going to do it, no matter how this works. Oh, wait, no, you're not water type yet. Ooh. Well, one water pulse from a powerful guy will do it, I think. A little bit of damage there, but the power of the pulse. Boom. Down goes Fletchling, up goes the victory. Also, Vivilion's going to level up. Level 16. Becca Jerome is defeated. Wahaha! I love finding myself a trainer stronger than I am. Gives me something to work towards. All good. You traveling this wide world of ours and try to find more strong trainers. Sounds like a plan. I want to see what wild Pokemon are here. Just a couple. Oddish! Hey, Oddish. How you doing? Can't stun you. I can Struggle Bug. This will be neutral. I want it in the yellow, preferably. Perfect. And the special attack drop. Acid is fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, we could take an acid. Sweet. Let's go here. Let's use the Pokeball. Throw it away. Not throw it away, sorry. Throw it towards the Oddish and catch it. That's the thing we want. And boom! Got an Oddish. Again, we're not trying to complete the Pokedex, but if I do accidentally, then, you know, I'm not going to complain too much. So Bebe is at 15. I want someone to Razor Leaf. Oh, absolutely. Especially because... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, right? Vine Whip is physical 45, 100. 55, 95. That's also physical. Oh, okay, in that case, it's just a better Vine Whip. Yeah, it's just a better Vine Whip. It'll miss 5% of the time, but we won't talk about that 5%. Boom. Flabebe is going to be a counter to our previous water weakness. Which we don't have anymore, but I don't know. We'll keep it all the same. Registration complete. Number 105, Oddish, the weed Pokemon, a grass poison type. During the day, it stays in the cold underground to avoid the sun. It grows by bathing in moonlight. Really? Really? If you're Oddish? It bathes in moonlight. Huh. Alright, let's go find one more thing, maybe? Minkata. Ooh. That's a fun one. Let's see here. You also... I'm gonna try a Sense Spore. I don't know if this will actually work. Hey, it does. Okay. Sweet. Sand Attack is fine. And then we will go... What is your ability? Hold up. Remind me what your ability is, Pavilion? blocks the additional effects of attacks taken. Oh, does that mean like if a move like what a ice beam has a 10% chance to freeze, it doesn't actually freeze? Is that what it is? Because if that's the case, that's even better than I thought. We'll go Struggle Bug. Oh, beautifully done with the special attack drop and paralyzation. You know, the more I use Pavilion, the more I think it might actually be sticking on this team long term, which is something I was not expecting coming into this run, but it has been putting in work. It's got the status conditions. It's been putting in, packing a punch early on. I am very, very impressed by this bug, which is, again, I'm not someone that uses bug types very often, so very impressed by it. Registration complete. Number 111, Nincada, the trainee Pokemon. Because it lived... Oh, wait, type is a bug ground type. Because it lived almost entirely underground, it is nearly blind. It uses its antenna instead. Interesting. Alright, we'll try one last one. Centric. Awesome. No Kalos mods. Just a bunch of cool folks. I'm gonna try catching this. You don't need to see all this. We'll cut to the attempts. And the catch, maybe? Oh, never mind. My butterfly is too strong for this Centric. Alright. I think that's good. Let's rush up here. See what else we got. Sit over here. Alright, not much. That was that photo thing we looked at earlier. Let's talk to people. What's up? Hey, trainer. Yes, you there, young man. I'll share an Oranberry with you. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate that. If you feed an Oranberry to your Pokemon, it will recover some strength. And if you let your Pokemon hold an Oranberry, you can eat the berry during battle. Very nice. Found an Ether here. And what do you got? Are old buildings more important than people who are alive now? They have their place. Not saying that we should replace everything with old buildings, but, you know, they're very, very, very important. I wonder how much money it takes to build a palace like that. A lot. Goals level. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that was too much. I'd love to live in that kind of palace. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of giant houses. And yet, I'm also a person that's like, I need to have every single thing. So I need to have the game room and the living room and the kitchen and the this and the that. And a separate room for all of them would be fun. Problem is, getting from one side of the house to the other, it would take a while. And I'm not a big fan of that. Hello, hello. What's up? Hey, Shauna. The entrance fee will be 1,000 Poke per person. What? You gotta be kidding. It costs money to go inside? You see, the owner of the palace follows the school of thought that you can never have too much money. Oh, that's fun. Yeesh, this is how the rich get richer. Apparently, Pokemon X and Y are the economic debate concept. Here's the entrance fee, 1,000 Poke. The proceeds from the entrance fee help pay for repair and restoring the palace. Probably. Probably. The only saving grace I have is that 1,000 Poke is, you know, if we turn Poke into yen into dollars and all that, is about, what is it? $10 back in the late 90s, and in reality like $8 today. So, if that. I'm not too worried about it. No, it'd be 1.5. So it's like $7.50. That $7.50 to enter a palace like this, not absurd, in my opinion. With that said, 1,000 Poke is a lot for children. Okay, welcome. Enter in at your own peril. Dun dun dun. Shauna's gone. Alright, you're just talking about that some more. We cannot go off the road. Alright, so let's waltz on in. There better be some good items here. That's all I'm saying. Hello, hello. Where is it? Where could it be? My Furfuroo! My beloved little Furfuroo has disappeared! Disappeared? Hey, plus, we should have look. I mean, if my Pokemon was missing, I'd be sick with worry. I'm sick with worry right now, and I've got all of mine. I agree. We should have look. Okay. How can we help? My beloved little Furfuroo has disappeared. That's cool. I mean, not cool, but... This is a Pawniard statue? It's a Bisharp general that led a legion of Pawniard. I can't lie, that's very cool. The statue of Melodic, said to be the world's most beautiful Pokemon. What are you? It's a golden statue of a knight who served to protect this palace. This is just too much gold, in my opinion. For a split second, I thought that was Annabelle, which it might be. But I do want to start from one side of the house to the other. I will say, again, museum price $750, not absurd. Alright, I can't figure out where the end is and where the beginning is. Alright, here we are. Can I click on all of these? The brilliant future, place environs. Wow. The person who made this place must have been very admirable. His entire building has such an elegant, classy atmosphere. Oh, absolutely. Can I see the books? I cannot. Shame. What do you got? I heard of a king from long ago whose garden was his pride and joy. He'd gather the castle folk and hold garden parties. Cool. This here? Palace Environs Part 2. There's stuff up here. You need a pretty amazing king to build a palace like this. I suppose so. The glorious past. This is more about the Bisharps. Yeah. Alright. There was somebody over here, was there not? Yes. This palace was built after Kalos won a war with neighboring regions. I'll bet a lot of people in Pokemon lost their lives. This episode has turned into a downer all of a sudden. Talk about war and everything. Don't try to sleep in the king's bed. It's illegal. Hey, are you tempted to use mean look on me? No. Alright, we've gone here. Past this door is the pride and joy of the palace, the two vast courtyards. You can see the whole garden from the balcony on the second floor. Alright, hello. I'm a traveling minstrel, wandering the world. Please listen to my song and hear my words. The Kalos region now upheld us fair, from ancient days and ugly past doth bear. The woes of war did knock on every door, till man nor Pokemon could take no more. 3,000 years ago, upon the shore. Would you like to give a tip? Sure. I don't know how tips work. So I'm gonna give a lot. Sure, why not? Here's 1,000. It pleased me to know that you were pleased by my song, sir. Alright, we just gave $1,000 for free. Fine, all good. What's special about this place isn't just the beauty of the architecture itself. It's about how the paintings and sculpture work in harmony with the surroundings. How much more have we got here? I feel like I'm in a dream. Can I skate in here? I cannot. Okay. I wonder what the king of the Kalos region thought about Pokemon. Well, it sounds like there was a war going on, so best case scenario, Pokemon were useful in the war attempt, or like they tried to avoid putting them there. Worst case scenario, Pokemon were the front lines, which isn't great. I think it would be so much better if we had a lively dinner with everyone, instead of a full course meal alone. The only of this palace, every meal is a feast. If you've never known anything else, a meal like that seems completely normal. Fair? Yeah. It's all about surroundings. Hello. We're gonna get souvenirs in this place. You know, something like a lava cookie. Which room should we look at next? Well, according to the guidebook... Okay, look at these chairs. They're absolutely chairific. Get it? They're simply perfect in every way. What brilliant design. If you say so, I mean, a chair, to me, is a chair. The mirrors in the hallway reflect the scene in such a way that it looks as though there are two balconies. Ooh. Oh, I see, because it looks like that, and then there's the actual balcony that way. Before we go in the balcony, though, let's head back over here. What do you got? The view from the balcony is absolutely stunning. There's a bunch of doors we gotta go through as well. Hello. Slow down, Meryl. I'm too tired to play. And then Meryl just bouncing around. Right. I wonder if Pokemon slept in this bed. That would be interesting. If you ask me, a good bed is a bed in which you can get a good night's sleep. That is correct. I don't care how antique or elegant this bed might be, it'd probably be so uneasy in it that I wouldn't get a wink. I completely relate to that. Alright. Now before we head upstairs, let's look at all the rooms downstairs. So let's walk on into each of them. I suppose we are looking for Furfur as well. Hello. The owner of this palace only inherited, you know. It's not as though he earned it. Just because the parents were great, it surely does not mean that their children will also be great. In fact, the opposite is often true. Now I feel attacked because my parents are great. That means I'm trash? Excuse me? How dare... This is just a room. Anything at the cupboards or something? That is the outside. Let's not do that yet. I'm making a bold assumption that Furfur is outside, which is why I'm avoiding it. This room used to serve as a waiting room for Pokemon before they were brought out for a battle. They just chill in the room. You mean Pokemon just waited here calmly? Pokemon are so funny. Ha 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 ha, hee 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 hee. Yeah, that's wild. Pokemon, instead of just being with the trainers, like, no, you wait in the room and we'll call you when we need you. This room was once completely adorned with all manner of gold and silver works, jewels and metals. Whoa. Whoa is right. Alright, let's go to the upstairs rooms now. Nothing in here except the picture of Louis the 14th for some reason. Portrait of somebody on the wall. Perhaps it's the king who built this palace. I wonder if that's supposed to be representing, like Louis the 14th, for example, or another French king. That would be funny. Let's try here. Can you stop telling me to meet other players? I don't want to meet other players. What do you got? It said the kings of ancient times would use Pokemon as sentries. I bet they use Pokemon with the insomnia ability since they'd never have to sleep. They'd use Kamala, who does not exist as of this point. Alright, balcony's there. We will head to that in a second. We'll walk in this room. Ooh, it's like a kitchen area? Long ago, the king and his Pokemon would enjoy their meals at this table. That's good. Pokemon joining on the table. I can imagine it now. Just imagine this squad here enjoying their meals. Also, Bunnelby, you've been poisoned for this long. I'm really hoping you're holding on. I heard that a forbidden tome once existed that contained the secret to bringing Pokemon back to life. It's probably just a rumor, though. We've certainly got nothing of the sort in our library. Please tell me if it's just find it randomly. There's a book called The Transforming Pokemon and the Mysterious Stone on the shelf. It's about a certain incident that occurred in Shalor City. Something about a Pokemon that changed its form at the beginning of a battle. Like Ditto? The person next to the Pokemon is holding a mysterious stone. Oh, like Mega Evolution. Does that have something to do with it? Okay, this is just saying that again. Okay, yeah, apparently it's all throughout that shelf. Various books about Pokemon science and geography line the shelves. Is this an item? It is! An amulet coin! Oh, that's fantastic. We can make back our money. Alright, now let's head over to the balcony. Well, you can certainly see everything. Look at that. Massive. I love the fact that it looks two-dimensional here from here. And either that or it is literally just flat and then there are giant statues. One or the other. Is that a Reshiram statue? Why is Reshiram here? Yeah, and that's Zekrom over there. Alright, you know what? I'm not... Are we sure we're playing Pokemon X? Alright, let's head on downstairs. Let's go outside. Alright, let's go. Well, well, well. What a view here. There's Seismitoad and Golurk. There are the giant Pokeballs, and hey, Shauna, I'll have a look in the back. Alright, cool beans. Yep, that is a Reshiram. Okay, there's Pokeballs here. The statue of a Pokeball adorned in a later era. Oh, we're gonna get a top-down view from this perspective. Well, I suppose we might as well try to collect these things. Antidote, very nice. Let's see here. You are a trainer. I have a Villian in the front, which is nice. I'm actually going to give you the amulet coin. You know, depending on the game, I sometimes don't even use items in battle. But this might be one where I end up using them. Oh, from the side, we can actually avoid that top-down view. That's intriguing. Let's see, and then walk around here. See if we can find anything interesting. All right, Shauna's in the back. I'm assuming then that the Furfur is in the back then. All right, let's see what else we can find. Maybe we should battle the people. Actually, now that I think about it. It could be a complete all the battles to win. To find the Furfur. Hello. I always wanted to be a princess, but I've given up on that dream. I'll get lost here all the time. Okay, so you're not a battler. You spun around, though. Kind of reminded me of one. What about the person here? I heard an ancient king made rules about when to view this garden. Didn't he have anything better to make rules about? It sounds like the answer is either yes or no, which both is better. One's better than the other. We can't use the skates here either. A Furfur flew by towards the back of the garden. Oh, thanks for telling me. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see, you are here. Folks with the bug badge can use the move Cut to chop down trees with prickly thorns. There's an HM for Cut somewhere in the garden. You can take it with you if you'd like. Oh, that's great. It's right here. Great. Cool. I don't know how useful that'll be, actually. Oh, that's, here. Found a super potion. Very nice. I mean, yeah, it's useful for the items, but we haven't faced a roadblock yet, so I'm wondering if it's even necessary. There's the Furfur. I mean, I didn't see anything. Hello. Parfum Palace is a palace among palaces. You could say it's the king of palaces, the premier palace, the palicide. Is that a word? Card spec. And there was the people here, and I think there's one more thing going on. The Kalos region and the Unova region must have been in contact with each other. Are they supposed to be set? I know they're based off of New York area and France, respectively. Are they that far away? Or is it just taking those concepts and putting them next to each other? The Pokemon statue near the entrance is Reshiram, and the statue is Zekrom. This is fun, because if you're a TCG person, Pokemon Black Bolt and White Flare are coming out soonish. When does this come out? It's coming out in like a month, I think, as of this episode. Which is fun. The Japanese version of that is already out, and it's very cool because it's a Pokemon set fully of black and white Pokemon, and apparently all of the different Pokemon, every single Unova Pokemon, has a full art version. So basically a one that has the entire card full of art as opposed to just the box, which is very cool. It's something very unorthodox, and it's going to be very complicated to collect. As someone who has gotten into Pokemon TCG relatively recently, yeah, that's going to be fun. The both legendary Pokemon, the Unova region. It's going to be a pain, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a fun pain. The king who built this palace ruled the entire Kalos region all on his own, just like an ancient king from 3,000 years ago. Coolio. Let's go over here. Hey, Furfur. Wolf indeed. Hey, Shauna. Please don't run away. E+, give me a hand. Alright, I got you. That path over there leads to a dead end. Let's split up, chase Furfur, and corner it there. Sounds like a plan to me. I'll keep it from getting away, so pick a spot for me to stand. Somewhere like over there. over there. Let me know where you decide where I should stand. To do us work together, we can solve this. We can solve this puzzle and catch Furfur. Let's have you. Can you stand here? Maybe better for me to wait where I can see in several different directions. If I run you down, where should I wait? Around here? Is this place okay? Yeah, do that. And then I'm gonna chase you. Okay. Should I wait in a different place? Yeah. Right here. Can you wait here? Alright, I guess wait here. Yeah. And then I will chase you from underneath. Alright, where do you go from here? So you're there. Okay, I think I have an idea. Let's have you wait here. And then I will go like this. Can you wait in the front, Shauna? I'm assuming you can only wait in these areas with like squares, right? Yeah, do that. And then if I rush you up, there we go. Hey, must we close the corner again? Maybe it would be better if I waited over there. I agree with you there. So we'll have you. There's some questions for you to answer. Answer the questions, update your profile later. You wait here. Yeah, you do that. And then I will go from this side. There we go. Not too hard. Phew, well done. We finally caught it. E+, you're amazing. We caught it because you understand how Pokemon feel. Hello. Oh, my dear Furfuru, my beloved Furfuru. Could you two be the responsible for my wonderful reunion with my dear Furfuru? A wonderful indeed. It's marvelous, simply marvelous. A situation like this demands fireworks. We shall put on a show. Boom, boom. My Pokemon and I are reunited. Our bond has been proven. We'll commemorate this joyous occasion with a tremendous firework display. And it will also serve as a reward for the tiny bit of trouble you went to. Rendezvous at the balcony. You understand? Rendezvous. You can reach the balcony from the hall with the mirrors on the second floor. What just happened? Don't we need a Pokeflute? Maybe Furfuru would have been better off if we hadn't found it. Shh! Don't say that loud. He's doing fireworks. Fire Pokemon, I hate to have a trainer like that. But I really love fireworks, so let's make the best of it. Sounds like a plan to me. Come on, let's go to the balcony. Alright, let's do this. It doesn't look like there was an item here. So I think we have cleared the dungeon, guys. Have I talked to you? I wonder how many Pokemon people it takes to make a garden this big. Quite a few, I would imagine. I'm hoping this is a sign that I will get either the Reshiram or the Zekrom or both once those cards are in my hands. You get the gist. Alright, to the balcony. Hey, how did you beat me here? Hey, Shauna. Fireworks? You know, I've never watched Fireworks Alone with the boy anymore. Oh, it's this line. Sure, Shauna. I don't know how many times you've seen fireworks in general, right? But cool beans. We haven't even seen them yet, but I know I'll never forget these fireworks. Because I watched them with you, Ahdurin. Sweet. Great fireworks here. Man, if only fireworks sounded like this. Cool. I Again, yeah, if only fireworks sounded like that. I enjoy a fireworks show every now and then, but I can't stand the sound for some reason. Wow, that was amazing! I never ever want to forget this, so I'll keep this memory in an album in my heart. We couldn't have taken a photo? That was my wonderful fireworks show for my furfru. Wonderful, wonderful. Look at that. I assume you're satisfied with that. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, we completely forgot. I almost forgot. Yeah, the poke flute. That's right, we need the flute to wake up Snorlax. The poke flute, huh? Go get it. It was Shabano Castle's treasure, but I took it as payment for a loan. A rich guy like me and a common person like that didn't just go together. Give it to them. Here you go. Here is the poke flute. Sweet. We got the poke flute. Listen well, you two. Always return what you borrow. That's very important. I'm gonna make lots of memories on my journey, but I think I'll try and forget about him. You can't imagine how stressful running this place is for him. Maybe so, but... Oh, that's right. Mr. Butler, do you know anything about Mega Evolution? I remember reading a book on that subject in the palace library. It has something to do with what you'd now call a trainer holding a mysterious stone high and making Pokemon evolve even further. Also, it's not much, but I would like you to have this. What's this? Protect. Hey, listen, man, that is... If I was a competitive player, I'd be real happy about that. Protect blocks opposing Pokemon's moves, but if you use it many times in a row, the chance of it working increases. The chance of it not working increases. If you'll excuse me, I shall take my leave. The owner of Shabano Castle used to be friends with that guy. Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? You have to be sure to give that flute back after we wake up Snorlax. Sounds like a plan to me, and I think, Shauna, we can do that in the next episode. Yeah, we gotta do that. Let's go look at the... Boom. Perfect. We'll do that in the next episode, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. Next time, we wake up a Snorlax and do something else, presumably. Thank you. Till next time. Take care.